There are thousands of DOS games. Most of them are terrible. I play one selected at random with a 20-minute time limit and record it live. This is the result. Welcome to another Random DOS game show, and this is Ignition by Virgin Interactive. Well, published by Virgin Interactive. I'm sure it's a different studio. Single player, single race, and who have we got here? We've got a truck, a random car, Mini Cooper, I think. We've got some sort of ambulance thing. We've got a police car, a redneck vehicle, and a school bus, and a bug. So quite a few to select from there. Let's be the police car. Moose Jaw Falls. Okay, let's give it a go. Go straight in, see what happens. So we've got a interesting, just behind the driver perspective. Oh, it's very fast. It is very fast. Well, this is going to end badly. So you have to sort of pick and choose your moment to... gosh, they're already ahead of me. I think I picked the wrong thing and I did a flip there. They're doing some magical boost here in order to go faster. What is that? Space? No. Shift? Oh, yes. So, shift is the magical boost button in order to really turn on the speed. Let's focus on staying on the track here. Oh, that's some nasty cornering. Oh, crashed into a wall. I have to say, the graphics are superb. That tractor just killed one of those people. And we're in the lead, sort of. Now, I'm gonna banjax this. Oh my god, yes. Nearly went on the train tracks there. That would have been a bad idea, I think. And I can see the appeal of this already. Oh! I'm dead. Oh no, it respawns you. That's very gracious of the game to do that. It's all about that sort of arcadey, racery sort of fun. It reminds me of Micro Machines a little. I don't know if you guys have played that. Micro Machines 2 in particular. It's sort of like a... well, I guess it's a 3D version of that, isn't it? And it's suitably impressive. I have to say, the engine in particular. Wow. Like, for a DOS game, that's pretty high tech, you know? Very impressive. Right, there's a train here. I'm gonna go this way as a result, because I don't want to get run down by the train, but it may cost me some time. There's some puddles. I want to avoid them. Don't want to use my boost because there's a slight problem in that, depending on the angle, you can see it here, you can't really see that far ahead of you. And I've just got enough speed to make it now. Here's that dreaded corner coming up, isn't it? No, it's not. There it is. Oh, and I sped right into it. That's a mistake. Let's just ease our way through, and we'll go this way. And that appears to be a shortcut. And we've won! I know this is probably on, you know, novice difficulty or whatever, but that was extremely entertaining, I have to say. I really enjoyed that. It was very fast-paced as well. So, let's try another track, shall we? Just a single race. Gold Rush. Let's give it a go. Okay. Usually with these sort of maps, when I don't know... Whoa! That was crazy. When I don't know what's happening, I'll have somebody in front of me, and they can sort of guide me on the first lap kind of thing, so that I can sort of get an idea. Oh my, there's falling blocks there. Boulders even, and those two are really fighting it out. Look at this. Oh no. So I've really banjaxed that. But I tell you what, it's quite forgiving in that respect. It's like, look, oh dear, we all got wiped out there. You know, if you make a mistake, it's not too bad. It doesn't, like, punish you too hard. There's some games, some racing games in particular, you make one mistake and that's it. You're done. You know, you'll never catch up. This one appears to be, you know, you can make a mistake and then you'll be back in it. I can imagine, you know, if you played this with friends at somebody's house, you know. Oh, I just got rammed into a corner and now I'm back into 5th. It's because I'm talking. Oh! Wiped out by a lorry. Not good. But I'm back into 3rd because everyone else got wiped out. So, you know, it could be worse. Bouncing boulders. And there's that bus. Let's see if we can catch it. Oh, straight into a wall. That is not how you catch a bus. And there's a boulder which has squished me flat. There's a nice little animation as well of me being squished flat. Something happened there? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Game? What has happened here? So, it's continuously destroying me. I think it's continuously destroying a lot of people. Or at least 2 of us. And... oh. Well, that's disappointing. Looks like I've encountered a bug. So, Ignition developers from the 90s. Look, there's a problem with your program. Fix it immediately, I demand this of you. Well, there's no way I'm gonna sit through the rest of this. But you can quickly restart the game. Let's see if we can do a little bit better this time. Go! Now, I played a game called Death Rally, which is like a which is like a top-down. What the? It's doing it again. Look, I'm not doing anything. I'm just constantly being magicked and destroyed. Okay, let's try another track. Maybe that's just an error with that track. Let's try Snake Island. Snake! Snake! Go! I like the little instructions at the top. That's very handy. It's like, yep, you gotta go this way now. And so far so good with this island. It's a fairly ordinary kind of track. Now, you will notice that there is some screen tearing going on there. Those of you with a keen eye, I'm not using an enhanced community version of DOSBox for this. I'm just using regular old DOSBox, so that might be the cause of it. So if that really bothers you, you could probably either bump it down to a lower resolution or, you know, use DOSBox ECE or something, which has native support for VSync, I do believe. Oh, that was a nice sort of crisscross on that track. You see that? So they had one group jumping one way and the other group jumping the other. And I have to say, the CD music, it's not exactly race music, but it's fairly entertaining. You know, it's better than a lot of games at this point would try and stick the audio on the disc. So they'd moved from MIDI to straight up audio recordings, and the audio recordings were in mono. They were at like 10,000 hertz or something. Oh, I'm dead. Too busy talking about sound. And yeah, it sounded terrible. It sounded dated. But in this case, you've got nice CD audio, and it's quite pleasant to listen to. I'm doing okay in this one, you know, no magical exploding like the last one. Let's just jump over that, and after a lap or two, you get sort of into a rhythm. You know what's coming, and I can imagine if you play a lot of this, the tracks will become like second nature. You know, it's I wouldn't call it a proof of concept game, but I can definitely see, you know, it's right on that cusp between, you know, when Need for Speed came out and all that, and what constituted a racer started to change with 3D acceleration and so on. I keep Wipeout. I keep losing it on that corner. But yeah, this is right on that sort of verge. There's probably a Windows version of this with proper 3D acceleration, and the DOS version probably isn't a definitive version. You know, this is probably not as good as it could look, if you know what I mean. Because some titles, like, take Tomb Raider for example. Oh, ow, I guess I accelerated too much. Oh, and we have our bug again. So, is there any way of fixing this? I don't see that there is. And that's very disappointing. Maybe this is something that I'm facing, I don't know. But I'll leave it there, to be honest with you, because that bug keeps happening. Ignition! It's an entertaining little rally driver game of sorts, with a tremendous graphics engine for the time, I have to say. Right on that sort of bleeding edge between 3D acceleration, the first 3D accelerated games of the late 90s, and the pushing DOS games as far as they could go titles. I think that most DOS computers wouldn't have been able to run this. I don't think you'd have needed something really top of the line to handle this. But yeah, it was entertaining enough. I wouldn't call it a classic, you know. It didn't beat the time limit, but I feel like if I had played that and not run into the bug, the constant exploding, maybe that's something to do with the game, maybe there's something I'm missing there, but if I hadn't run into that, it probably would have lasted longer. It was very entertaining, and I'd recommend it to racing fans, provided that you can find the right version, and provided you don't run into that bug that I did, if it's a bug. If not, get a hold of the manual and figure out what the heck's going on there. So that's Ignition. It's good fun. Give it a go. And if you like me talking about DOS games, I have hundreds of other videos on my channel. Feel free to take a look. And if you like what you see, you can always hit subscribe. Until next time.